Alright folks, my AK is pretty much complete now. I have the Zastava Arms scope rail that came in the other day, and now I've got the EOtech 512 mounted onto it, and I've got it sighted in at 50 yards with the help of my dad. He played spotter with his Remington while I made the adjustments and clicks. And I kind of have an archaic setup today. I could not get, for some reason, I could not get the front rest to sit right here between the foregrip and the mag. I was able to do it the other day, but I couldn't do it today for some reason. I don't know. So I have basically about that much of the handguard resting on the front grip, and then the rest is the barrel. So it's kind of archaic. But I'll do some plinking. I forget how many rounds I put in here. I'll pick a point on the target and just start pulling the trigger. Trying to get everything situated where I can be comfortable when I shoot. Alright, I think I know where I'll aim. Okay. Okay, that was it.
I don't know what kind of ammo you're shooting, but you need a truckload of it.
Well, it was Wolf Performance 7.62x3.9 123 grain full metal jacket. This stuff right here. So according to my dad, he was watching me that whole time. He snuck in on me while I was shooting. But I was shooting and it must have performed real good. We'll take the camera down and let you all see the group. Let me turn my EOtech off. I've got something amount of 7.62 Red Army Standard 122 grain full metal jacket in the mag. Uh-oh. There we go. Alright, let's see. Go aim at the upper right this time with the old EOtech 512.
There go upper left.
Upper left then. That's it. They're shooting upper left. kind of iffy. Well,
It's about double what that other one was.
well, I learned that just right now, I learned that my M70 ZPAP prefers a 123 grain bullet as opposed to a 122. Because that bullet was 1 grain lighter than the other, and it was made by a different company. But, be that as it may, 7.62 by 3.9, this rifle is set up for, you know, for up close, as opposed to long range 500 yard plinking. But I've got it set up to where I could suppress a target at maybe 200 with it. Alright, she's clear. EOtech's off. We're good. Alright folks, time to compare some groups between different brands of 7.62 by 3.9 Russian steel case ammo. Alright, so what you see here was just me getting the EOtech sighted in. Had my dad on his Remington 700 VLS with the Mark IV Leupold on top, and he was calling shots for me, telling me how much I needed to go up or down, left and right with my EOtech. Because even at that distance, you know, it's a red dot. All I could see was just the diamond, and I'd put the little red dot of the EOtech in the diamond and just squeeze the trigger. But after I got it sighted in, zeroed to the rifle, I started doing some plinking, and this was the first, you know, plinking. It technically is plinking. I didn't intend to do an ammo test video, but I'll show the groups anyway, because like I've said in the past, I like being honest, and this information may help you guys out with your AKs or 7.62 by 3.9 rifles like an AR-15 and 7.62 by 3.9. But anyway, I loaded up one of these Bulgarian 30 rounders with 10 rounds of 7.62 by 3.9 Wolf Performance 123 grain steel case bullet, 123 grain full metal jacket. And I just put the red dot of the EOtech in the center of that little diamond and just started squeezing the trigger, taking my time. Alright, so I quickly grabbed a measuring tape and measured those. If I count from this bullet hole to this bullet hole, this group is 1.75 MOA. If I count this into it from here to there, it's 2.75. But I'm imagining I pulled this one, so I didn't count it. But these all together, 1.75 MOA with Wolf Performance 123 grain full metal jacket 7.62 by 3.9 steel case ammo. And I bought this at Dunham's for $13.99. I do believe this was even after, like a day or two after the initial news that the ban of Russian imported surplus, or not surplus, but Russian imported ammo had taken place. I hope I'm still able to find some more of this, and I hope you guys can too. Alright, then I loaded up another magazine. This time I really didn't count. I counted like 13. I ended up putting like 13 bullets in there. But this was Red Army Standard 122 grain full metal jacket steel case ammo. And this grouped out to be 3.75 MOA. So it opened up a bit more. But the only difference between the two, other than the fact one's made, you know, by Red Army Standard and the other one's Wolf Performance, and even then that may not be much of a difference. I think I've heard all sorts of stories. Red Army Standard may just be Wolf Performance ammo. I don't know. The only big difference between the two of them, other than brand, because, you know, this one's, let me just shell out. This is steel case. And let me get one of these out. Alright, and that one's steel case. The only difference between the two is that one is just a little bit heavier bullet, which is the one on the right. Let me get them lined up down here at the base. One's just a little bit heavier than the other. And that made the difference in how they performed. in my AK. I mean, of course, you got me as a variable too, but I was being consistent in my trigger pulls and how I was holding the gun. So, all in all, I can say is my AK-47, my M70 is complete. I am not going to spend any more money on major upgrades for this dude. You know, putting stuff on wise, other than maybe getting another sling. This thing's alright, but I can go better. I can find something better than this. And I may put one of those knurled bolt, you know, handles on this that slip over that, so I can grab a hold of it better. It's bigger and it's extended. But all in all, with the addition of the EOtech, this is a mighty fine rifle now. Let me go ahead and I'll set up and let you guys all see it in its finished state. Alright, I'm just going to let you guys have a better look of the M70 with the EOtech added. This thing is tricked out. The EOtech made a big difference in performance downrange, and I love that built-in cheek riser on the buttstock. Oop, okay, it didn't turn the laser on. That made a big help because it brings your eye right up to the EOtech. Even though the EOtech rides kind of high, that built-in cheek riser, that thing is a must for an AK in my opinion, because it's adjustable in length of pull as well. But yes, the AK is done, and it performed very well at 50 yards for my standards, even the 3.75 inch group. I will take that any day of the week because I consider that good for minute of man. And you gotta remember, this rifle's set up for CQB, close quarter battle. That's what I've got it set up for. Accuracy like the M1A and the AR, I'm not looking. I will accept that wholeheartedly for this rifle. I mean, if I could get it to try it out at 100 yards and it groups like as good as it did at 50 with them Wolf Performance, I'll take that 100%. Like, you know, no ifs, ands, or buts on that. I will take the groups if they perform that well out of this thing at that distance. But it's not what I'm going for with this. I'm going for, you know, up close from here to the wall, or, you know, inside a building, self-defense type deal. I can't get over how cool that camo job looks. But yes, the M70 is done. Now I will devote money and resources to other rifles, and I've already ordered 10 more Bulgarian magazines for this from the Mag Warehouse. So they had a deal on them. They're selling a 10-pack, and then I got a 10-rounder that's clear for it as well for range work. So the M70 is done. I'm glad you guys were along for the journey on all this, and I showed the upgrades along the way, most of them. And next I need to focus on upgrading my current M1A and AR-15 while saving up for the Bula M14. But I'm not done with this, dude. You guys will, I'm just getting started with it. Just because I got done buying and upgrading for it don't mean I'm going to just put it back in the closet and never shoot it again like some big YouTubers do. I've seen some big gun tubers. They will get a gun, talk about it a little bit, show some upgrades for it, and then go put it in the closet or sell it. And you never hear no details or information about it ever again after that. I don't do that. And those of you who have been with me for a while, you all know that I do that. The M1A and the AR-15, anytime I make a big drastic change or upgrade to them, I've got the camera rolling. Same with this bad boy and any other firearm I get from here on out, even firearms that I've had for years, such as the 243 Remington 700 or the 7.65 Mauser. Well, this has been Pliskin by 51mm, and I got a PSA for all of you. When you are putting your targets on the target board, be very damn sure that you do not nick your finger. As you can see, there's still some blood there. You be careful around the staples that are in these outfits. I cut the side out there on that side. Just think of it, like the worst paper cut you've ever had in your life, and then times the stinging and pain by about 10. And the blood. Wasn't fun. So, anyway, this has been Pliskin by 51mm. I'll catch you guys all in the next video.